No one expected that afternoon's interview, which had been peaceful and familiar, to become a moment that shook the entire Outlander community. Sam Heughan appeared on air with his usual composure, answering each of the MC's questions with the grace and professionalism fans had grown accustomed to. But everything changed when the host suddenly mentioned Caitriona Balfe and her recent absence from public events. It was only a moment, a flash of expression on Sam's face, but it was enough for viewers to sense that something big was about to happen. The air in the room seemed to drop, filled with anticipation. The MC leaned forward slightly, clearly aware of the invisible voltage building around them, and asked the question. No one dared to expect Sam to answer directly. "There's a rumor about Caitriona. Is there anything you want to say to clarify for the fans?" Sam took a deep breath, his shoulders tensing slightly as he chose his words carefully. The audience held their breath, waiting for a denial, a joke, or at least a clever dodge. But no. Sam's voice rang out low and heavy, silencing the studio. "I think it's time to confirm." A second passed that felt like an eternity. Sam looked down, then up, his eyes filled with emotion he could no longer hide. And then he said the words that would make the internet explode in minutes. "Yes, Caitriona is pregnant. Baby number 2. Gasps, screams of surprise rang out so loud that the microphones began to crackle. Immediately, the live comment section exploded. Some shocked, some delighted, some bewildered. Clips of the moment were cut, shared, and reposted in seconds. But Sam didn't stop. He continued with a tenderness that melted the fandom. He said Caitriona wanted to keep the good news private, for personal reasons, wanting to wait until the right time. She was perfectly healthy, radiant, loved, and cared for. The way Sam mentioned her, gentle, proud, full of affection, was like a punch straight to the heart of the viewers. Even the MC was stunned, unable to hide his surprise. Sam said that the past few months had been more emotional for him than fans could have imagined. Caitriona had shared the news with him very early, trusting him to keep the secret when no one else knew. Sam remembered that moment, her slightly shaky smile, her worried but happy eyes, and the feeling of his heart collapsing and being reborn all at once. He said he felt honored to be one of the first people she confided in. That detail alone was enough to drive social media crazy. When the host asked him what his first reaction was, Sam just smiled softly, nostalgically, and admitted that he cried. For him, the news of their second baby felt like a miracle, like a circle of history that brought them back to the emotions they had been together for over a decade. He said he had always felt the need to protect Caitriona, but from the moment she told him, that feeling intensified. The sincerity in each word made the connection between them almost tangible. Sam went on to explain why they kept the news private. Caitriona didn't want a repeat of the media storm of her first pregnancy, something she was never really prepared for. Sam respected that wish and quietly protected her. They wanted to enjoy the peaceful time before the world found out. The story reached its climax when Sam talked about the impact the good news had on his own life. He said it made him think more about the future, both professionally and personally. He felt a responsibility, not just to Caitriona, but to the family growing around her. He didn't say what role he played, but his tone was enough to set the fandom ablaze with 1,000 theories. Just as the revelations seemed to be over, Sam dropped another bombshell. He said watching Caitriona prepare for her second child reminded him of the deep bond that never broke, a bond forged by trust, vulnerability, and years of companionship. His voice cracked slightly as he spoke of the emotion. The moment was so real, so intimate, that viewers felt like they were witnessing a secret that wasn't meant for the world. The interview ended with Sam's heartfelt congratulations to Caitriona. But the last sentence, accompanied by a knowing smile, left everyone breathless. There's more, but that part is better left for her to tell. The internet exploded. Entertainment news sites scrambled to post stories. Some even typed Sam's exact words in capital letters. Fans around the world posted videos of themselves crying, screaming, shaking, creating conspiracy theories about the extent of Sam's involvement. Within minutes, their names were trending worldwide. The fan community split into 3 camps. those who were overjoyed saying they always felt a deep connection between Sam and Caitriona. Those who demanded more information, questioning how Sam knew so early and why he was so emotional. And the skeptical camp believing the story was definitely more complicated many. The media began digging up old interviews, behind-the-scenes videos, red carpet moments. Clips showing Sam naturally protecting Caitriona, holding her back, steering her away from crowds, were now being viewed in a whole new light. Then, an anonymous source said to be a close friend of Caitriona's spoke up saying she had told only a handful of people, and Sam was one of the first, because of shared history and absolute trust. Those few words were enough to fuel all the speculation. And then a behind-the-scenes video leaked, showing Sam after filming emotional rubbing the back of his neck, talking softly on the phone. The internet immediately concluded that he was calling Caitriona. The video went viral. The pressure was so great that Sam posted a short message on social media, thanking people for their support and asking them to respect Caitriona's privacy. But the honesty and tenderness with which he wrote only deepened the mystery. A member of the Outlander crew also revealed that Sam has recently been very distracted emotional when receiving messages and confided about unexpected changes in life. That sentence immediately became viral. Fans created a detailed timeline of each interaction between Sam and Caitriona, the protection at the last event, the quietness in Sam's recent posts, the feeling he knows and he cares more than people think. Then Caitriona spoke up. A short sentence, grateful, feeling loved and surrounded by important people. The words important people made the fandom explode once again. The climax was when Sam suddenly live-streamed at midnight. With a face both serious and gentle, he talked about respecting Caitriona's privacy, but also confessed that the past few months have been the most emotional months of my life. And the sentence that made the world stop. There are bonds that never fade. They only grow. The live stream ended, and he left a final, whispery, meaningful message. There are stories that never end. They just begin.